Hello. Hi, this is Christine, Black Crowd. How is everyone doing today? If my team can just let me know that you can hear me and that we are live and the sound is fine. Just let me know that you can hear me, team. I would greatly appreciate that. And I just want to say welcome to everyone for being here today. Welcome to the Eliza Crowell Show, Living Beyond the Horizon. So can my team hear me okay? You just text me, that will let me know. Oh, hi, little one. Hello. Wonderful. So, you guys, you can hear me. Jay is on. I can see our team members are here. We've got Angelica as well. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here today. I really do appreciate you taking the time out, and God bless you all. And let's get straight into it. What is this all about? What is this all about? Healthcare strategies for growth, living beyond the horizon. What does that really mean to you? I'm going to explain to you a bit about me, okay? So I've got a podcast which it starts next month, March, and I hope that you'll be able to join it because it's going to be an amazing podcast. I've got my teams ready to help me as well, so I can't wait. I'm really excited. So it's called the Eliza Crowell Show, Living Beyond the Horizon. And what does that mean? It'll be on podcast. It's going to be on Apple. There'll be Spotify as well, and I'll even try the Google, iTunes, all of these things. It will be on. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you because it's so important that we look at not just where we are now, we look at where we want to be in the future, because where we are now is preparing us for where we want to be in the future. Okay, so I always see it this way: where whatever situation we're in now, that it is a temporary thing, whether you're going through difficult times or whether you're doing really well, that's a good thing, but you've still got to keep moving forward no matter where you are in your life. And I just want you all to really embrace that. And today is about, me talking to you about some of what the podcast is really about. So the podcast, it will be featured. We will be doing insights, experiences, interviews with really exceptional guests. There'll be panel discussions, there'll be solo episodes, and where we will share insights, whether it's my insights or whether the show guests that come on the show as well. And it really is about living beyond the horizon, looking at where that horizon is and how you see yourself as that, because wherever you are, there has got to be something that you're looking forward to. And wherever you are now, you're actually preparing yourself for stepping into that role. Yeah, it's like, for example, if you was playing a game, right? We're all characters in a game. We've got consoles, for example, and you want to win, don't you? You don't play the game to lose, do you? So you're playing this life that we're in. We're playing it so that we win, doing the things that we love to do, and it has to be things that you love to do. Okay, so my show is about living beyond the horizon. It will be a blend of inspiration beyond the horizon. Okay, it will be practical advice. It will be forward thinking discussions as well. And we'll be making it appealing to 6, 7 figure women leaders in healthcare globally. It won't just be in the UK, it won't just be in the US, it won't be in Cyprus, it will be around the world. Women around the world. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out to you because I think it's important. So the event is dedicated to healthcare entrepreneurs, and if you are a man, then that's fine. If you want to be a part of this, it's not a problem. It's just that I usually say women because, you know, I'm a woman and I've built a business from zero, and I just feel that, you know, it resonates as well for women to become leaders as well. We can multitask as well. Okay, so this is for healthcare entrepreneurs, professionals looking to expand their vision and scale to new heights. Wouldn't you like to scale to new heights? And this is also a unique opportunity which presents, you know, where you'll be able to engage with leaders in the industry and like-minded people that you can communicate with. So can you hear me okay? Give me some heart, give me some love, let me know that you can hear me okay? Excellent, wonderful. Do you like what I'm saying to you so far? Because this is the first of its kind for 2024. I've been starting this really since last year, but to rewind, I created my vision board, which is behind me, okay? But my vision is a 10-year vision, and that 10-year vision comes to its end May 2024, right? And I looked at my mission and I thought, well, Christine, it's been 10 years almost. You've almost done it. The only thing that I'm missing is the 300 coaches that I wanted. But I've got a couple. We're getting there. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. So my vision, it comes to an end May 2024. But I've also got another vision, which is my vision beyond my vision. And in that vision beyond my vision is for me to have my podcast show. Okay? And it's to also hold retreats as well for healthcare business owners, because we work hard. We work hard, really hard. You know, and I'm not just saying that because I've been there, I've done it, I've worn the t-shirt. I know how hard you work. So I'm looking at things that is going to help elevate you as well. And I want us to think smarter, not to work harder, if that makes sense, okay? So, like I said, I have my 10-year vision. I've now got another 10-year vision, which starts in May 2024 this year, because my 10-year vision has come to an end. And as you can see, there's my vision board, but there's a lot more. I've got actually 3 vision boards. You're only just seeing one. I'm a very active person. How many vision boards do you have? Let me know in the chat. Vision board 1, vision board 2, for example. Or is your vision board still outdated? Okay, so the things I've got on my vision board is things that I still need to achieve, because I want my son to go to Cambridge University, for example, and his exams and things like that is teaching him for Cambridge. So, you know, that's why Cambridge is still on there, for example. Okay, but I want to hear what your vision is, you know, whether you've got 1 vision board or whether you've got 2 or whether you've got 3. Okay, so let's look at continuing with this, because it's all about you growing your healthcare, but building strategies that's going to really take you forward, that's going to elevate you. And part of the podcast will do that as well. So let's see. So the importance of leadership. The importance of leadership. What is that to you? What does that mean to you? Because we need to really be mindful what that means as a healthcare business owner, a leader, So we are, like I said, we're a global organization, for example, and we're based in Cyprus, for example, but we also cover the UK because that's where I'm from, the UK. I was born in the UK. I've had a healthcare business, and I'm going to go into that in more detail as I go through the slide anyway. Okay, but I wanted to talk to you a bit about leadership because we really need to be focused on that. Okay, so like I said, we've got an organization in Cyprus. Okay, so our company is in Cyprus. However, we serve the UK, we serve Cyprus, we serve the USA, we serve Canada, we serve India, we serve Africa, Nigeria, for example. We are worldwide. And this is the good thing about internet. Okay? We can be online and do exactly the same thing as what you would do in any other way. This way is even better because you get more time, you get more training, for example, and more learning about what it is that you're wanting to do. So someone mentioned about where are we located? So Cyprus. So I'll continue on. So leadership. What are your leadership skills? I've been in healthcare for over 30 years now. I've done my own home care agency in the UK, nursing agency in the UK, where I was registered with C-Sky back then and CQC for home care. I was registered to do a nursing agency, and that was with C-Sky back then. I was also registered with the Nottingham County Council as well to provide care care home. So I did care homes, I did supported living, I did foster agency, I did a training school in the UK as well as in America. I did a training school in America. I did an agency in America, medical staffing agency in America. So I've got quite a wealth of experience in healthcare for over 30 years. And I've been a coach now for 10 years. So 20 years I did my own type of businesses, and then 10 years I thought, right, I'm now ready to teach people how to run their own healthcare businesses, helping them to be leaders. And that is my focus for 2024, is to help business owners become leaders, because you have to lead your business, not the business lead you. You've got to lead it to where you want it to be. Where do you see your business in the horizon? Are you just following what everyone else is doing? Or are you going to be the leader and look at what really is needed in your community and serve your community, and to look at what other aspects that you can do, that you're not just the generic Joe Blogs, for example, type of agency. We just did a 3-day boot camp, and we taught last week, this was, and we covered the 3 principles, 3 proposals. We were writing proposals and writing different proposals, whether it was to a buyer, or you looking at the buyer from the buyer's perspective, wanting your services. So you're writing a proposal on that, but also looking at what your community needs, speaking with your community and coming forward and talking with them to see what is truly needed in your location. So going back into the importance of leadership. To be an effective leader, you need to look at navigating the complexities of healthcare industry. Listen, there will always be complex challenges. You'll always be hit with different things in healthcare. It's not smooth running. You're always going to be faced with an obstacle, and it will always chase you. And the thing is, as you get stronger, you will then, so I'll just wipe my glasses because these lights are, you will then become stronger each challenge that you're faced with, because that's going to get you to the next level. Okay. For example, I'll just share a story with you. A client, I won't say previous client because we still are in touch today. A client who was facing struggles at a particular time, and things were getting a bit overwhelming. So we then suggested, well, why don't you try, rather than trying to be in all of these different locations around the UK, why don't you try doing franchise? Because my model, my coaching model, that's also a franchise. So I know how to do a franchise. So I said to this client at the time, why don't you do franchise? Then you're not having to be everywhere and you can still receive a residual income. So let's look at your horizon. What is your horizon methodology? So the client said, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do that. And that's what they did. So I just wanted to talk to you about some of the challenges and the complex things that can happen with running a healthcare business. Because when you're, for example, you're registered and you've got a home care agency and you've got different multiple locations, it can be exhausting, right? So I said to the client, look, let's look at what your strategy is for the horizon. Not just looking at where you was, look at where you're going towards. What is your horizon story? So that was one example that I wanted to show to you. She is an amazing leader and she navigated through the challenges. So let's look here. So like I said, the importance of leadership, I've just explained that. I've just explained a scenario, not a scenario, it's a real life story. Okay. You've also got to be thinking about, because I'm here to talk to you about healthcare growth strategies, looking beyond the horizon, working towards the horizon and beyond that. Okay. So personal development is one of them as well. And I think it's so important as healthcare professionals that we look at the development that we need to go through in order to get to that level. You need to get significant personal growth. You really need emotional intelligence. And resilience is what you need to be a true healthcare leader. And to have that leadership so that you're able to lead a team. I just drink my water. So imagine that you've got a boss and they don't have emotional intelligence. And they're not resilient. It's not a good thing. So you, as the healthcare business owner, you need to possess all of those things and be strong with it and confident with it. Even though some days you may be feeling, weak, frightened or whatever, we've got to still have our emotional intelligence. And yes, some days it can be frustrating when you're leading a team. It's not easy, but that's part of being a leader. That's part of running a healthcare business. You have to have that resilience. So, in order to get to the horizon, you've got to elevate. You've got to create an impact that's going to elevate others. that you work with, your team. You have to elevate them. You've got to be wanting to make an impact to the service users that you deliver the service to. They don't need to hear your stories. They just need to know that you're there to help them. But as leaders, you've got to help you to know how to run a business effectively. You cannot put it in someone else's hands. If you was playing a game, I'm going to use a game, for example. You're on a console, right? And you're playing this game, right? And you're not sure now because you feel like you're going to lose. And then you hand the console or controller, you hand the controller over to someone else to finish your game off, to win for you. Are you going to feel good about it? Are you going to be like, yeah, I won. How will you feel? Will you feel good? Or will you say, oh yeah, we won this game together? Or you think, well done to that person that actually completed and won the game because it got too much for you, so you handed it to someone else for them to finish the game. This is very similar to you running a healthcare business. There's going to be times that it's going to be difficult. When I say difficult, I mean difficult, not easy. When you're being inspected by Care Quality Commission, then you've got audits, then you're being inspected by the councils that you possibly have contracts with, NHS that you've got contracts with. It's not easy. Understandably, it needs to be safe, I understand that. But you have got to learn to play the game. And you play it to win. But there's a way that you can do it where you work smarter and not harder. Because we're all in this life to win. So you're not going to hand your controller over to someone else, are you? You're going to carry on. And you're going to, go through the difficult parts in the game, and you're going to be like moving and maneuvering to dodge things, etc. And you're just going to keep going at it until you get to that finish line. Just like you're running a race, and you're doing track. You're running and someone's coming up at the side of you and they're making you run even faster. So you run faster, right? Or do you just stop and go, oh, I can't be bothered, I'm not doing this anymore. So in order for you to be a leader, you've got to really be able to keep pushing forward and going through those obstacles and challenges that you will face, because that is life. Business is business, and that's what happens in business. When you're at home, for example, you're not going to give up on something because it's too difficult, are you? You're going to carry on. You're going to look after your family, for example, aren't you? You're not going to go, oh, that's it, I've had enough, I quit. In business, you need to have the same mentality in order to make it to that horizon. It's about impact. It's about elevating your impact. So let's look at some methodologies in healthcare, because I don't know whether any of you have got a methodology. If you want to type in the chat that you've got a methodology, I would love to hear your methodology. Let me just tell my team. All right, so methodology. Who's got a methodology here? You can type in the chat, let me know. My team can let me know if anyone said they've got a methodology. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm getting messages late. Okay. So what is your methodology? What's your methodology in healthcare? Can anyone tell me in the chat box what is your methodology? Or are you just seeing someone else that's successful in their healthcare business and thinking, oh, I'm going to follow them. I'm going to do what they're doing because it's going to work for me. Is that what people are thinking? Because how is it going to work for you if it's not coming from you? How are you going to feel what that person's feeling that has got to that success, that's been through that struggle, that has been through that even heartache of running a healthcare business? So like I say, I'm not here to put you off. I'm just being truthful. It is not easy, and there's going to be days where it is painful. But when you see that person that's made multiple 7 figures or 8 figures or 9 figures in their healthcare business, you think it's easy. They haven't just landed, boom, I'm now an 8-figure healthcare business owner. They've been through some stuff, big stuff, that you wouldn't even imagine what they've been through. So don't think that that person that you're seeing, oh yeah, they've got it easy, they've got their car, they've got their house, blah, blah, blah. You haven't been through what they've been through. Like I said, I've run healthcare businesses for 20 years. And granted, it's made me more money than my coaching business has because I did multiple streams of healthcare businesses, for example. And it's not easy. It wasn't easy. There's sacrifices that you have to make. So when you see that person that's got to multiple 7 figures or 8 figures, you know, congratulate them, but don't think that they've got there easy, that it's been handed to them on a platter, like they were born with a silver spoon in their mouth, because they certainly weren't. To run a business to that level, it does not take, it's not an easy thing to do. It's leadership. That's what's got them there, is the leadership. So back into the methodology. The methodology, I want you to get your notepads out. I mean, I need to get a new notepad now because I'm now using one of these instead of my big ones, because I need to buy some more. Like I said, I go through them quite a lot. So get your notepad out and write out methodology in healthcare. What is it? What is it that you're going to offer that's going to make you stand out, that's going to make you be seen as the go-to person, the authority within your field? And I'm not saying just to go for any Joe Blogs type of healthcare agency. It needs to be different. You've got to stand out. You can't be in that same fishbowl, because you'll get the same results as what you see. Step out of that fishbowl and look. Well, if you're a fish, you shouldn't step out, but you know what I mean. Look and see what is the best option. Just look out and then look with a clear mind. What do I want? What aligns with me? What aligns with my family? What aligns with what time I have? What aligns with, do I want to have weekends off? Or do I want to be stressing over the weekend about covering things? So what is it that aligns with you? What type of healthcare business do you want? Do you want a recruitment agency? Do you want a home care agency? Because a home care agency will tie you down unless you got a care manager, and then the care manager needs someone to be on call to give them a break. They're not going to be on call every weekend, so you've got to look at 4 people, doing 1 weekend out the month, doing on call. Or even if it depends how many people you've got, you could even do it over 8 weeks. So they only get it every 8 weeks, so they're not stressing every four weeks, for example. So what methodology do you want? And you've got to start with building that foundation before you start building the house. You've got to know what foundation, what type of house do you want? How many people do you want to fit in that house or that container? Do you want something that is going to be select, elite, where you will only focus on higher margins for less hours? Will you be an elite agency, for example? Or do you want to work on volume like the big 8-9 figure companies do? They work on volume. They get really big contracts, but you know what I mean. Volume means that you're going to get less per hour because it's very competitive. So then that means more hours, your rate is lower, and you've got a higher pressure. Whereas when you've got the elite, higher margin, for example, if you was to select neurosurgeons, I know there's not many around, for example, or consultants or locums and upwards, then your rate's going to be higher. Your margin as a business owner will be higher than something which is, say, healthcare worker, 15, I'm just saying off the top of my head, £15 an hour, and you're then paying the healthcare worker, say £11.50, £12 an hour. That's leaving you with £3 an hour, and you've got all of that trying to manage that person as well as the other people as well in the organization. Whereas when you're dealing with higher margin clients like doctors, management, that type of thing, then your rates are higher as a business owner, your margins are bigger. So think about what you want first. How many people do you want to fit into the house? Don't think I want to do everything, because then you're going to spread yourself too thin. You want business quality of life. So think about what your methodology is going to be in order for you to get that growth. Because if you want to grow in a sustainable, successful and a quicker way without the huge stress, then look at the level that I mentioned to you. So look at there's new methodologies in healthcare delivery. So there's management, technology. There's still technology in healthcare. So look at that, because that is the way to look at the type of service that you want to deliver, but also it's now here, it's revolutionized inpatient care and it's improving operational efficiency. So if you can look at those methodologies, then that will get you to your goal a lot quicker than the smaller thing. It's like, for example, you're in a sweet shop and you own that sweet shop and you're selling penny sweets. takes a lot, doesn't it, to sell £5 worth of sweets, for example. So look at what the new things are, what the shortage is. Speak with your communities, speak with your councils, speak with your multidisciplinary teams. Find out what the current need is that's lacking, that is also of high value. And then you want to adopt these methodologies so they can lead to a better health outcome and more sustainable healthcare businesses, because things are moving and they're moving fast. It's like a train. You don't even see it right now because you're not behind the scenes. But things are moving fast and we need to start working on that now, otherwise, and start thinking about it now, otherwise you can get left behind. Don't want that, okay? So just think about adopting these methodologies, put them into your, like I said, I've got like a 10-year mission, okay? Do it as something, say, within 3 years. Okay, we're going to do this. We'll start off with this, then we'll do that, then we'll do that. So have 3 things, but make them high value. Not the lower value. Make them high value and become specialized. So you want to identify the core challenges and the opportunities. Okay, you want to make a comprehensive analysis, conduct a thorough analysis of the current healthcare landscape to identify those key challenges. They become opportunities, including any inefficiencies that you're seeing, or you can really jump in on that one. Okay, patient care gaps and areas that is needed for innovation. Is everyone still with me here? I'm still online. Just let me know you can hear me. So I really want you all to be thinking about, how can I provide this? There's so much funding out there. There's grants, for example. There's loans, for example. There's organizations that will want you to help them. There's apps that you can start building. There's grants. And you can get companies to do these things for you. I'm having an app built right now. And it is something that's needed. So what is it that you can spot? Do your research and really look into this, because if you don't, someone else will, and then you'll be like, that's my idea, I was thinking about that. Because someone will be thinking it somewhere. So what is it that you want to look at? What are the core challenges and the opportunities that you can see? And then you want to do an analysis of how you can provide that service. And especially anything that's showing, inefficiencies. Flip that and do something about it, and then you can make that your service, because you know that there's a shortage in that. So you need to build your foundations. Who do you serve? Who do you serve? Because that's your foundation. Think about what age group, what level of service, or think about the staff member. Who is the staff member? What do they do? What rates are they being paid for currently at the moment? And like I said, look at the really difficult, hard to cover shifts, not the everyday shifts, not the healthcare worker or nurse shift. I'm talking about going above and beyond to look at the highest level, because it's about working smarter, not harder. Okay, we've done that. We've been there. We've worn the t-shirt and we're exhausted. Some people have got burnt out through it, and you don't want that. So write down who it is that you serve and make that your foundation first. So how do you do that? We covered in the contracts bootcamp, like I said, we covered 3 scenarios. 3 proposals was done, for example. How to write a proposal. You as the supplier writing a proposal. We covered that in the contracts bootcamp. We also covered a proposal that you are the buyer who is buying the service from the supplier to supply staff to an organization. So we then created a proposal from a buyer's point of view, perspective. So think about what type of clients that you want to serve. There's funds out there. There's funds out there. You have to look at the locations. Don't just look in the location of where you are. Look at where the location is of where they're offering the funding. You have to put a proposal together. A proposal has to be put together. You've got to look at what the need is, the inefficiencies as well, and what the need is. Look at the councils or counties that are offering the fundings and the grants, because they're not going to necessarily be on your doorstep. So go to those locations and provide the service of where that is needed, because they've already done research. So they will know that there is a need there, so that they need to look at creating this funding for this particular need. Especially healthcare technology, especially that. Okay? So speak with stakeholders. That includes patients, healthcare professionals, policymakers, technologists, and gather diverse perspectives on needs and solutions. Don't think about where you are, the location of where you are. Think about the different areas where the need is as well. Because certain locations, they may have that covered for the higher margin I'm referring to. So you have to look at the locations and doing your research. Usually it's rural areas where you can get a higher level of margin, for example, because they're finding it hard to find a specialist person. So part of this is about looking at beyond the horizon, and that even means looking beyond your own doorstep, where you are, going out and looking. You know, when you're looking for a horizon, you've got to look and search. It's not going to be just on your doorstep. Okay? And don't worry, I will be covering this in my podcast show as well when it starts next month. It's going to be amazing. It really, really is. And I hope that you can join us as well, because we're missing out. So another thing you need to do is you need to set clear objectives. What is your vision for the future? Now, I told you about my 10-year vision. Come May 2024, which is what, a couple of months? Yeah, a couple of months, 3 months away. Well, might as well say 2 months now. My 10-year vision has come to pass. And I've created what I said I was going to create. I've now got another 10-year vision. And I'm now working on that. But guess what? This 10-year vision is coming to me faster than what my first 10-year vision is. Because I'm able to, how can I say it? I think because of the internet and the learning that I'm getting as well from other leaders as well, it's actually coming closer than another 10 years. So I'm working on my vision beyond my vision right now, for example. So you need to look at what your vision is for the future. Define a clear vision for what you aim to achieve with the new methodology that you want. Now, my mission beyond my mission is not about me anymore. Not about me. It's about helping to impact people's lives. I want to have a charity by the end of this year. And I'm working towards that. So I also want to do the podcast so that I'm helping other healthcare providers. It's not about me. It's about us rising and elevating together. However, you've got to put the work in order for it to work for you. You have to put that work in. No one can just drop something in your lap and it's going to just spring up. It's like you're a farmer in the field. You can't just expect crops to grow if you don't cultivate the soil, plant the seed, water, and then you pick, for example. So what is your methodology? This could involve patient outcomes, increased accessibility, for example, cost reduction, integrating cutting-edge technologies, because it's here and it's here big. And there's no way that we can stop it. It's happened. So navigate the challenges of healthcare entrepreneurship. And like I said, there will always be challenges, but you have to learn how to navigate. Just like when you're playing a computer, well, I don't play computer games anyway. I'm too busy in what I do. I enjoy this, what I do. But if I was on a computer game, for example, I would have to navigate, wouldn't I? From being attacked, for example, I would have to navigate. I wouldn't hand someone the remote and say, control or whatever you call it, and say, here, you finish that off. And then go, yay, I won, when I'm not the one that was there with the controller. So you've got to learn how to navigate the challenges, because they will be challenges. And each time you overcome a challenge, you will feel better. You will feel stronger for it as well. So, like I said, you're going to navigate your challenges. But one thing that you must do is you must be consistent. You must be disciplined. You must be focused. And you must be committed. Those are the 4 things in order for you to really get to that level of where you need to be in your healthcare business. And looking at this 2% model, not the 98% model. You see, I was always working at the 98% model in my healthcare business when I first started, and then I thought I got to thousands of hours, and I thought, what am I doing? I can't even take in these private clients or, private hospitals that was willing to pay me 3 times more than what the council was going to pay me, the government, for example. But yet I was doing like 5 times more work for less pay because of the volume. So, like I said, plan, think about what your methodology is. But one thing I'll say to all of you is be consistent. You can't do one thing one day and then don't do it the next day. It's got to be every single day. You got to live, breathe it. You got to wake up in the morning. You got to go to sleep at night, and you're thinking of it, and then you go to sleep. You wake up, then you get back up again. You keep consistent, disciplined, focused, committed. Those are your words. Even write it down on a notepad. Put it on your wall. Consistent, disciplined, focused, committed. Say it to yourself, because you know what the goal is going to be, what the horizon is going to be. It's like when you, for example, like me, I like walking 2 hours a day, for example. At the weekends I like to go, climbing mountains or whatever like that, for example. But I like to, once I get up there and I look and I see the beautiful view, it gives me clarity. And I think, wow, yes, this is beautiful. Nature is beautiful. I never used to see it before. When I was working, doing those volumes and thousands of hours a week, I didn't have time to think and look at the beauty around me. If I hear a bird, I listen because it's talking to me. I hear. A butterfly flies past me, I see it. I can even hear. A cat, anything. Dog, I see a dog, I'm like, wow, what a beautiful dog. I'm starting to pick up on things besides work. Because when I go out to nature, it allows me to become one with nature. But at the same time, it allows me to think clearly. So I've got a plan. And although, it's, some of you are working flat out, you may think, oh, I don't have time to go out and go and see somewhere beautiful, whatever. Make time. Or you can walk around your house or up the stairs like what I used to do. I used to do aerobics, I used to do steps, I used to do walks. And then I thought, I need to get out and breathe in the fresh air in a way where I'm not rushing to work type of breathe in the fresh air. You get me? So be consistent, disciplined, focused, committed. Because what does your horizon look like? What does it look like? My horizon, it looks beautiful. So common challenges that you may face is when you're an entrepreneur in healthcare is the regulatory hurdles. Even if you're looking at integrating cutting edge technologies, there's going to be hurdles, but you will overcome them if you are committed, consistent, focused, and disciplined. And yes, it's going to be hard, but once you overcome that challenge, you're going to feel amazing. You're going to feel so empowered that you know that you'll be able to handle the next hurdle. Sometimes providers, though, they quit too soon because of fear. And it's okay to have fear at the right time, for the right moment. Like if there's a lion chasing you, yeah, of course you're going to be frightened, you need to run, but sometimes the fear takes over, and then you miss that opportunity, or maybe you feel you've missed that opportunity, but you can always bounce back and look at what the opportunities are now that is going to fit in with your lifestyle. You can't be trying to run a massive volume, thousands of hours, when your family life doesn't fit in with it. You have to do things that's going to be smart, that's going to earn you the same money but less hours as what it would do if you was doing thousands of hours a week. So let's think smarter. It's 2024. Master your destiny, because it is in your hands. It's not in anyone else's hands. But, well, it's in God's hands, of course. But master your destiny. You can control your destiny. I mean, God obviously is part of my destiny, for example, but I can't say that for everybody. But the destiny is in your hands. So master it. So I hope that you can join me tomorrow, because we are going to be giving away a free gift as well. I will also be getting my team to share my podcast with you, because I think it's so important that we look at the different types of actions that we can take as care providers. Because why shouldn't we do what the 2% or the 5% are doing, instead of doing what all the other 95% are doing? We really need to think about thinking in a smarter way, working in a smarter way, not the hard way, like how we were taught. I was taught, by my parents, work harder, 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 work hard, save, 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 work hard, work hard, work hard. We need to work smarter. That is the key. And the podcast show, it is amazing. It is called The Eliza Show, and we are here to help global leaders get strong. We're going to also talk about wealth building strategies to build wealth, because we've got to build wealth we want to leave a legacy. We want to leave a legacy, but we've got to build wealth. We've got to build a structure for wealth. And I'm here to help leaders to work towards building a family office. Family office where you're leaving a legacy. And the show is really talking about all aspects to do with building wealth, whether it's property, whether it is finance, we're going to have all different speakers on anyway. But I hope that you'll be able to join me. But I wanted to talk to you personally about this by doing a live about you building strategies for your healthcare business so that you can grow, and then you can look at living beyond your horizon. So I hope that you've all enjoyed today's training. Tomorrow is going to be even more amazing. I'm going to go into more strategies to healthcare growth, for example, and it's really going to be a good eye-opener for you. I'm going to be talking all the way till Friday, don't you? Hopefully you do. So we've got like this event today, and then we're doing tomorrow as well, for example. And then on Thursday and Friday, we've got the sales strategies for healthcare business owners, because we need to know about our offers. And that leads into the theme of healthcare strategies growth, living beyond your horizon. So we're going to be talking about sales on Thursday and Friday, what offers that you need to be making as a healthcare business in order to get to where you need to get to your horizon, because I don't know what type of horizon that you want, but we are going to be covering offers. How should you sell your offers? What prices do you charge? Who is it that you're going to be, who are your staff members? You know, what do they look like? How much do you pay them? Because that is where you should start from. Not about who the client is. It's about who are your staff members. Because they are you're going to be leading them, for example. So they're going to be your team. And they're going to help you win the game. It's simple as that. So Thursday and Friday will be about what offers are you going to do, how do you sell your offers, what prices, what services are you going to provide, and looking at the higher offers that you can actually look at implementing as well. But tomorrow we're going to go into a bit more deeper into your, living beyond your horizon and what is your strategy, but also looking at your staff members. What type of staff members do you need in order to build a high margined business, for example? So I hope that you found that helpful today, everyone. It's been my pleasure talking to you all. I hope that you've all enjoyed today's training, and I'd love to hear your comments about your horizon. Where do you see your horizon? Where are you based? Where are you based? We should have people around the world here, in all honesty, because, we allow people in from all around the world. So the podcast show, Living Beyond the Horizon, which starts next month, is going to be worldwide. And we're going to have different speakers from all around the world doing different aspects, all to do with healthcare, for example. So it could be a doctor on one day, for example, or an accountant, or software. We'll be talking about audit lawyers, for example, compliance, all different aspects that's going to help you with your healthcare business, so that you're living at the living beyond your horizon model, not where you are now, because where you are now, you need to look at what your next steps are anyway, because you can't just stay stagnant. Okay, so I hope that you've all enjoyed today. Let me know in the chat that you are living beyond your horizon, or let me know that you are building your healthcare strategies mindset, because it's all about your mindset as well. And we'll be going through a bit of that as well, because it's important to make sure that you're in the right mindset in order to build a strong business so that you can take it to the next level. So thank you so much, everyone. Let's have a look here. Excellent, excellent. So thank you so much. My team will reach out to you as well. So thank you so much. I want you to build your mindset. You can you can also send me a direct message as well, just to let you know, or you can reach out to my team. Jaya and Angelica is on at the moment. You can reach out to them, and I look forward to training you some more tomorrow. We have got lots and lots of training for you, so I will make sure that you do get them. So I've just seen a message come through. So we will reach out to you tomorrow regarding that as well. So thank you so much for your time today, everyone. Take care. God bless. Thank you. Goodbye. Bye, everyone. Speak to you tomorrow, 7 p.m. We start again tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you.